Alright, hello guys and welcome back to yet another week of Lyons Den League. We are still in season 4, it's week 4, and as usual we have 5 maps to go through. So I just played both moving maps. We have a moving world map and we have an Eastern Europe map, which let me tell you, those do not get easier from week to week. So a bit tough, and we have no move map, which is also like world no move map. It's called It's Lineuppable. I don't have great hopes about that one either. I'm not very optimistic today. And we have Blitz 60 seconds and Bullet NMPZ also 60 seconds, which are not supposed to be pinpointable, but people still somehow 5k them. I don't know how. Yeah, I guess we'll see. So let's start with this no move map, 2 minutes. Yeah. Well, my light died. Oh, well, I guess we're doing it with just the ring light because the second light was plugged into power bank and I forgot to charge the power bank. Whoops. Small missed key. Apparently power banks need charging. Don't talk back. Okay, lighting up stuff. Let's go. Oh god, you don't mean that, don't you? So that's Peru. Okay, I have a road number. It's 22. And apparently that is Lineuppable. I have my doubts about that. Where the heck is 22? Okay, so the hard part of this should be the pinpoint, not defined in 22 part. Right. Okay, ice, please work. 26, 24, 22. What the flip is that? So now we're on this angle. That doesn't appear to exist on a 22. So like it turns back immediately, back and down, and then there's, okay, turns up immediately. Oh Jesus Lord, have mercy. Help. That's the wrong angle, unless we're like in the curve, but even then, not really. I don't know where I am. There's also like a kilometer indication, but I really don't know. Yeah, tough. Okay, so like we were in the curve. Love it. Also, why do I look like a ghost? No, like I messed with the lighting for like 3 minutes before beginning recording, and then my light died, and it all went downhill from that. So not my day today, I don't think. Ocean Atlantico. Okay. There's a long plate. It's Gen 2. Is it like Spain, I guess? Or like Portugal? Any poles? No. Well, is it like that's stupid that I should look at like island stuff, right? But there's coast to the right too. Help? Is this Gibraltar or what? Is Argent 2 there? I mean, Gibraltar doesn't really connect, but I have no idea what I'm talking about. Why? Okay, I'm missing something very obvious here. Clearly. Clearly missing something obvious. Ocean Atlantica. Canaries. I don't know what I'm looking at or for. So this is quite rough. It was Spain. Yeah. Yeah, that's findable. I was scared, so yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, I keep making light dimmer and I still look like a ghost. Can I not look like a ghost, please? Yeah, that doesn't help. Yikes. Okay, maybe now I will not look like a ghost. Sorry. Yeah. What the heck? So I guess it's Paris, Le Grand Hotel, Royal Air something. So, wait, is it not? Wait a second. First, I might ask a stupid question, but wouldn't Eiffel Tower be visible? Or, I mean, one should be Paris. Where's the Eiffel Tower? Grand something Hotel Villa. Like I would. Is it just like behind the thing? Oh. Forget everything I said. I'm an idiot. Where's Le Grand Hotel? I mean, am I like on the roof of this? Yeah, right. So I'm like in between not between, not behind. What's in front? Oh my god. I'm in front of the dome thingy, so it should just be like somewhere here, I guess. No, it's way further away. Where's the hotel? Because it said Hotel Le Grand, and that's what I found. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Tough. I guess I didn't find it. Driving on the left, we have Malaysian bollards. I think those are mainland. So, Kinabalu, bamboo. This is like Perlis or what? Or like what is called? Yeah, Perlis. Maybe not. Maybe it's like something like this. because it's a very big mountain ridge. Please don't be flipping Sabah. I will be very upset. Kinabalu Bamboo Cafe. I don't know if that's scannable. I would assume not. Oh, maybe it's something like this. Yeah, the road angle doesn't match. Why can I speak English today? What? What is that? Is that mountain south? I mean, there are. Help. Wireless. None of the roads are the correct angle. This is quite tough. This is also not the correct angle. Not the correct angle. Hello? Am I that wrong about region guess? Really? Or am I just blind? Am I blind? I might be blind. I don't know. I also might not have internet. Hello? I don't. Well, that's a bit tough. I forgot to tell my family I'm recording, so they rebooted the router. Yeah, it's Sabah. Okay, at least it took a guess. Yeah, I don't know. Bollards in Sabah are quite interesting, but it makes sense with the mountains, I guess. So I guess I should have at least tried looking there. Oh, for Christ's sake, what are you? Oh, well, oh no. Please don't make me do this. Is this Finland? It says, oh, well, that's not what it says. Panic. Okay, it says this place name. So, what's on the map? I hate this so much. What is this? What is that? So there's a railroad. No, that's a regular road. And I'm like, what the heck am I looking at? I have no clue. Capoli? Is that a thing? Like, is it a lake? A river? I have no clue. Oh. So it was frozen. So is that like a sign that tells you, like, because that's water, so I mean, like, I would think that it is. Oh, well, there's a bridge over it, so that helps. I did not see that. But, like, where I'm from, there's not gonna be any warning signs that you're walking on the river. If you're walking on the river, you're on your own. Good luck. Like, read the map. People do not put warning signs. Yeah, Spain was definitely skill issue. Peru, I honestly gave up when I saw the curves in the road. I'm not lining up those. I don't have the imagination for that. What else do we have? France was tough because I was sure I 5k'd and I did not, so that would be solvable if I saw the bridge. And yeah, Sabah was a skill issue because I thought of it and I dismissed it, so yeah, not the best map ever. And now I'm too dark, like what is happening? I hate this lighting. Okay, let's do, how is the weather up there? So is this like rainy locations or what? No, this is the nice weather. 2023. No car. I have no idea what country we're in. I assume that's Europe. Well, that is quite tough. Why is there no car? What are these buildings? Honestly, it looks like maybe Sweden, but it's very hilly. I don't, well, like, where do you guess with 2023 no car? Like, it would be, like, Slovenia? I don't think that's Slovenia. The buildings don't really look like. Well, how about looking at the sun? Hello? Those buildings honestly looked very European, so I don't think I would be guessing that. There is no car, yeah. I guess you can tell, I mean, like, if you look at the, yeah, like, if you spend 1 minute, 1 second to look at the sun, you'll get it, but, horrible start. Okay, this looks like Italy, maybe? Well, I saw that would be house number, that's not. It might be Croatia or something. Honestly, the buildings look like Italian, so what do we have copyright-wise? 2023, I don't think that's helpful. I think Croatia also has 23. I think Croatia also has 22, though. I hope, yeah, this counts as blue car, so this is like Po Valley or something? Like, we're looking at a big city. I mean, it's way too hilly for Po Valley, right? So, maybe actually a bit more north? Clueless? Or like, closer to there? Or it can be Hungary somehow? That's the nicest looking Hungary location I've ever seen in my life. Okay, Mothro incoming. I feel like, I don't know if that's Bolivia, Peru, Chile. If that was Bolivia, what would that be? Can this be like Cochabamba? That would be mountain north. We can't really see to the north. I don't think it's this. It could be Peru, but Sucre also looks plausible. Okay, never mind. Finally, I got a location correct, so. Was a solid line? I don't know. What are those? Guys? Okay. 2024 is useless. Is this ever Spain? I didn't. Wait, do we have reflectors? We don't have reflectors. That's a bit sus, because we have a square signpost on this sign. And I cannot, like, reflectors literally end after it's Portugal. Tough. It looked like neither to me, but oh my god, what am I looking at? Where's the sun? Sun is north. So I guess I'm looking at Argentina, or I don't even know anymore. Do I? I honestly thought I would be looking at Mexico, but I guess that's north. Surely that's not bait, right? We just guess like mountains. I mean, mountains west fit for art. Don't look at my lineup. That's the worst one in the history of lineups. Yeah. Flipping sun! What? Okay, if something looks like Mexico, sometimes it's just Mexico. But like, even if you don't look at the sun, like, even if you look just at the shadow, this one comes from the north. Like, if you do it like this, and you look at this shadow, like, right? And coping. Oof, yeah. We have 2 wrong continents, and so I guess this video is gonna be called "One Day I Will Send All Continents. I will get all continents correct." Sunset World, NMPZ. Okay, that's New Zealand. Surely. I'm not sure, like, where. Yeah. Who knows? Not me. Up there, sure. Oh god. Portugal? Question mark? Like, this is the round signpost, so surely it's not Spain. Copium. So I guess it's Portugal. Or Greece, whatever. 2022. Oh god. This is, I don't know if it's Russia or Finland. It's 22. So it can be both. Well, who knows? I don't. So I think it's Finland. Somehow that's Sweden. It's quite tough, but that's okay. At least it's closer than Russia. Yeah, I don't know. Call offense, clueless. Like one of the roads east of the Andes, maybe? I wouldn't know. No, it's north. Tough. Is this another Mexico Argentina 50-50? What am I looking at? I don't know. Panic. Yeah, yeah, I don't know, mountains west. That doesn't really work for this area, right? Yeah, I don't know. Click middle. Okay, copium time. So this thing did look a bit African, but like that did not. Yeah, what are those things? I thought it's a cacti, like... Huh. Is there other coverages? No. I mean, it's a cool road, so I guess if you know, you know. I did not know, so now I do. And with that, I gotta show you my moving game. Okay, so I'm starting with the regional map for Eastern Europe. I started in Bulgaria. We had Cyrillic at spawn, Ulica Chaika, and I moved south for a few blocks. I went back to a couple moves. I was trying to read the trash can. Like, I don't really think trash cans in Bulgaria have place names, but I was like, maybe they close to Turkey. Turkey has them. We had Laguna Beach, which I thought would be like findable. So I reached the coast, and I was trying to go this way. It didn't let me. I was struggling a lot with moving today, I don't know. So when I lined up, so I reached the frame that would not load. So I was like, great. But like when you line up the coast is west, which is really interesting direction in Bulgaria. So I was like, okay, because the coast is west, I can surely just scan for Laguna Beach. Somewhere. And just get it. Nothing. I didn't see anything there. I tried keeping moving. I was like, okay, I can't. So yeah, I picked another street. I was like, maybe I can find like a big hotel or another street name. Victory is the hotel and Breeze is a street name. So I was like, okay, maybe let's just scan for like close street. And like, this is an entire neighborhood named Breeze. I was like, oh, maybe I'm just there. And instead of actually lining up, I'm looking for Laguna Beach, which is not the best decision making while moving. So yeah, when I line up here, I realized the coast is also east. So I was like, so like I don't understand how that works. I wanted to like read like what that hotel was, but it didn't have any name. So I went back to spawn. I was like, hey, let's go like downtown. Maybe I find a city name because I need it. Yeah. I'm running out of time. Like I need to commit to something here because I have 20 seconds. So just like, okay, let's just click somewhere in the Breeze neighborhood of where am I clicking? Varna? I forgot. Yeah, like the beach was like completely fake, by the way. Also, is the street name fake? Because it says Ulica Zora. I guess Zoria is what they're trying to say. I don't see Chaika Street? Question mark? Okay. Interesting. Here we have red car, so we're in Slovakia. Yeah, so I moved south. I found a sign with a road number, and it pointed to Bystrica. So I saw 72. It's now taken me a long time to realize Bistrica is to the south, and that 72 continues to the north of Bistrica. So I'm looking for Podbirozova. That's 29 kilometers. So I see Podbirozova. I'm like, wait, how am I closer to Podbirozova when Bistrica is there? Panic. I'm like, oh. So I underestimated how much 29 kilometers is, because I thought it's just like, oh, it's just like the next one. Yeah, also I went back to spawn. I was like, okay, maybe I can line up. The pinpoint is the building to the south, and probably the fact that there's a curve to south, the road curves to the south. So I was like, oh, like we're now taking French definition of pinpointability. That's quite tough. So I thought this would be PY, so like I'm now scanning for that, even though it says 2 kilometers, which is quite far away. Yeah, like nothing here really lines up. Because the buildings are like quite far away from the road, like the buildings at spawn, the one that are the pinpoint. I finally find a place name, Nizhnya Boka or Nizhnya Bocha, I'm not really sure. It's very far away from where I was. So, went back to spawn. Like, let's try lining it up. It doesn't really line up like when there's no building, but like there's no building to the north of me, and like then it doesn't line up. So I was like, maybe I'm like there, because like when you go south, there are also still buildings. But I noticed that the road curves, and when I click, the road curves to the other direction. So now I'm just confused. I'm like, the angle doesn't line up. Yeah. Like nothing makes sense. I don't know if this says anything, but yeah. It was further south, could not pinpoint that in time. Yeah, not a huge fan of this pinpoint, but then we had this round. I am gonna be honest, Magyar, maybe Magyar is a thing. I don't remember the location of. So like I started the round thinking I was in Romania for like the longest time. Because the polls, like, I mean, this one looks a bit different, but the one that I first saw looked more Romanian, much thicker. I could not read the sign. I don't know if people could. I could not. Yeah, I read the street sign. It says Utka, which I'm like, oh, I'm actually hungry. Okay. I didn't realize that until now, so that's quite tough. Yeah, so I kept moving. I did not like this direction very much. It did end. So I returned back to checkpoint. I went west, and I went to the paved road. And this direction I also didn't really like, because it doesn't feel like it leads anywhere, and it also ends in dead end. And I was like, okay, let's go to that direction from spawn. And there is no other direction from spawn. You can't go anywhere. So I'm like, I'm missing something clearly. Like, I have no idea. So, yeah, this also said Magyar. So I was like, Magyar should be a place. Because the one said Magyar and this says Magyar. Like, it looks like it should be a place. So I think, yeah, like I went like a little bit further to check that I didn't miss the turn, or like that I actually cannot read the sign. I tried reading like maybe the telephone booth would say place name, I can't see anything there, so I do find this direction. It's also quite tough, so I just give up. And I'm looking for Magyar, like in case it's actually a big Hungarian famous city that I've never heard of. It's not. It was not on like first Zoom level. I was like, I don't have a region guess to scan for it, but I kinda have to. So yeah. I don't think that was the place name at the end. Yeah, no, it was not. This was the place name. I actually don't know if you can get out of here. Because it doesn't look to me like you can. So I have no idea what we were supposed to do in this round. Here we had Ukraine. I was a bit tilted. I was like, if I don't pinpoint Ukraine, like, I might rage quit. So I went fell the street. I saw a sign that like this one, and I was like, I have to read it. And it says Ladezhinsky MV УМВС в Vinnytskyi области. So like the ending of the word changes, but like so Vinnytsia is an oblast center, so we're like in Vinnytskyi области, and Ladezhinsky means that we are in Ladezhinsk. Or Ladezhinske, or Ladezhin, like something. That's how it works. Ladezhin. Jinska. No, like we're in Ladezhin. So I'm basically looking for the beginning, and I'm so blind. I'm like, where the heck is that? Like, I've never heard of it, so like, thankfully I found it. And I was like, okay, so we have a sign to ATB, which should be like, considering how small this looks, it should be like findable, because ATB is a big supermarket. But this street looked very good for where we were, and actually I think for the first time in like forever they have street signs, which is so rare in Ukraine. Yeah, Nakoniecznego was the street name. It's actually even dubbed in Latin. Like, what? That's like never happens. I was like, is the pinpoint the street a house number? Apparently there are house numbers now showing up on the map, so I did found a 128, and then I saw a church across the road from me. I was like, is that a church? Yep, that's a church. So apparently the church was the the pinpoint, but I did by house number. Yeah. That was the only better round, and even then it took me so long to find Ladezhin. Ladezhin? I actually don't know how to say it. I assume it's Ladezhin. And we had Poland, Osiedlowa Street. I picked random direction. I was not really paying attention what my path was, if I'm being honest. Yeah. I went downhill from here, literally. So this looked like a bigger road. Yeah, I did not read. I was like, I will forget the name of the road. Like, I will only need the street name if I find the place name. So this didn't have a place name, even though it's a post office car. It would be good if they had. But so here was a sign. Yeah, that's it. Sad Regionovi. I was like, that might be something. I had a sign to Sanok, which I've never heard of before. I actually thought that that's just like a PUBG map. But yeah, also Rzeszów I did hear. I know where Rzeszów is, so I'm looking. Rzeszów. Why can't I speak today in any language? So yeah, I finally see Sanok. I was like, okay, we're in the somewhat bigger city, probably this one. I would love to confirm, but so I went back to spawn. I saw the spawn. I was like, oh no, like I don't want to do that. This actually says the city, but it's like unfortunate angle. So yeah, this actually Brzozov probably is Brzozov, just like in. So I did not. Well, I probably actually have a checkpoint. Judging by this error sign, but I forgot. So I'm now undoing my moves to get to. Oh no, checkpoint was the road number sign. So yeah. I'm looking for the street name that it's pointing to. I am blind. I also don't, because I did not took notice of my pass. I don't know. Like I think I reached 886. So yeah, I did not find the street in time. But honestly, I'll take that. Yeah. That was close enough. And then for the world map, also moving was not easy. So I'm not gonna lie, for a few seconds I thought that was Indonesia with the like metal roofs, and then I was like, oh wait, there's a brick building. It's so weird. Like I don't know what country I'm in. I'm like, panic. I'm like, I'll know when I reach the sign. There were a lot of motorcycles, which made me think of Indonesia too. So again, did not take any notice of my pass, and like now I see like all the yellow plates on the vehicles, and this direction did not look like a direction the person who chose this location would want me to move to. So I returned to spawn and moved the other direction. Like I don't think they meant for me to go on the dirt road. Surely not. I don't think there's anything can be found there. I don't think there's anything useful on this poster, but who knows? Yeah, usually I think the good way to go about moving in Colombia is to find a car with a white plate and a side plate and to read the city name. I forgot what the name was for the moving map, but honestly I feel like it was like a slow moving or something, because all the moving and all of the seeds was not very good. But maybe it was just my internet. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. So I did end up going to the unpaved road because I couldn't find any direction to go to. Yeah. So I was like, I'm going in circles. Like I need to read something. So this said Departamento del Vichada, and I was like, I've heard that word. Now I'm realizing that it says Departamento, which should have. I was like, I think it's an oblast. I was like, I think it's that one. I was like, nope, it's not that one. And then I just kind of gave up. I was like, maybe it's a city in this oblast, because I just thought it's just like somewhere there. I'm like, is it not? Is it like north? Like, is it a city? I don't know. Like, no, it's also not there. So this is just like pure panic. Like, even if I knew it was oblast, I don't know if I would find the city, because I did not find a single sign that said the city. But yes, it's an oblast, and there's probably very limited coverage. Yeah. Yep. Should have known that. Well, I knew that. I just forgot. I forgot my Colombian oblasts. Quite tough. We had India. I, of course, gave up immediately when I saw the location. I was like, well, nothing I can do in moving India. So, like, I'll try, but I'll move just for the sake of moving. Maybe I'll find something I know. But didn't really look good. Also, at this point, I've been moving for 40 seconds. I was like, this is the first city ever in India where 3 clicks don't get you to the 8-lane highway. Like, where am I? Yeah, I tried reading that. I don't think it said anything. It just, like, surgeon, like, they didn't have an address. Which is also quite rude of them. I also, classic me, moved into the dead end. Like, wouldn't be a me moving if I didn't hit at least one dead end. Well, I hit several actually already, but yikes. So I don't think those did not have addresses on them, in English at least, which was quite tough. I could not read what that one said. Also this one. I do remember reading one city name. I think I didn't reach it yet. Yeah, this one. So this one. Wait. I think I could read that one. Vara something branch. Yeah, Varanami. I was like, okay, this might be city. Yeah, Varanasi. Yeah. That's exactly how it went the first time. I'm like, what? Varanasi. It actually is quite big, but I'm quite blind, so I didn't see that at all whatsoever. And yeah. So I kept moving. I was like, I don't know, can't have the state somewhere at least so I know where to scan, because my region guess is middle, as always. For a second I thought that one said Arunachal Pradesh. Like Aruna something, and I was like, I don't think this is where I am. I don't think any of these have city names. Nope. Yeah, Varanasi was really big. I didn't know it exists, so. And then we have this round. I finally, like, hello, game. I knew the Sarawak Lam, so I'm like, okay, I know Oblast I'm in. Now let's find the kilometer marker, and because, like, what else do I do in, and I thought that was the kilometer marker. No, that was the bucket, so that's unfortunate. Kept moving north. I was very urban. I was like, I don't know what to do in urban Malaysia. How, like, I don't think there's many place names to find, so there might be street signs, but not place names. So I ran out of coverage. I returned to checkpoint because thankfully I remembered to set one. So I'm moving out of the city now, or at least, like, it looks like I'm moving out of the city. Yeah, I think that's a bigger road to stick to, so moving is not great. It's, like, very broken. Jalan Dabai, never heard of, so it's probably a street, I don't know. Yeah, this is also not a kilometer marker. The kind of waystone with road number, where are those? Those exist in Malaysia, except for this location. This sign is useless, so that's tough. Movement is so broken. This is also not a waste stone, even though it looked like. Like it's from one panel. This is also not a place name. This, well, I think that's not a place name. I think it's a street name. I really hoped I would get out of city by this point. So I'm coming up to the big road, finally. After all this time. I see divided road. I'm like, please have signs. It's like divided highway. I'm like, surely it has something. Why there nothing? So this one said hospital Kano something. Kanovit. So like, okay, I just have to assume Kanovit is a place. I'm like, but like, I'm like, I don't know, like, it is pretty big. Like, if you're not blind as me, it's visible. This one was confusing. So the Kanovit was findable. I don't know, like the sign for it I found was like very few seconds left, so I didn't really have time to scan. If I had like 10-15 more seconds, I would find it. This one, I might be blind, might be stupid. So I did not know the country when I spawned. I felt sort of like Italy, and then I moved here. I was like, oh, it's like the buildings look so French. And then I look at the plates, and like none of the plates double blue, and then this is like a round ball, and I look at the language, and it's Slavic. I was like, oh, so for some is like Saint Florian, and I was like, for some reason I was convinced that's Croatia. Maybe because there was one pink building. So both of those ways are dead ends. So I undid a bunch of moves. To get to where I was. Both of those are dead ends. I was like, okay, so probably I missed a turn inside the city. Somewhere that leads to like maybe this part of the city. I tried jumping there from here, but that didn't work. So now I'm redoing all the movement that I did before. Getting to here, like looking if there's like if I can turn left somewhere. I was like, maybe here I can turn left. Oh, there was a bollard. Oh, I didn't see a bollard. Oh, there was a Austria-Slovenia bollard. So that would point me towards Slovenia. I was blind when I was playing for the first time, so I am now moving in the city with like 40 seconds left, which, tough. Does this have something besides I mean, that's a cemetery. Svetoj Florian is probably the church I came from. Is Letniska Kametia in I don't know what it means. I don't understand that. Maybe that is helpful. I don't know. The beans are beans in Slovenia helpful? I actually don't know. But I didn't know even it was Slovenia, so rough. Also, the sign disappeared because I moved here. I was like, okay, sign, I can read it. And I got here and sign was not there. I'm like, okay, maybe it's further forward. So I'm like, what treason is that? So yeah, it looked very nice for Croatia. So I clicked like Rijeka or something because my first thought was like France or like Italy. So I was like, maybe it's like close there. It was Slovenia, so I clicked in the wrong country in moving. That was quite tough. And the final nail in my coffin of sanity was, my favorite, Greenland, that I still have not learned. Even though, like, you would hope that I learned my lesson with Greenland, and I would learn Greenland, but I did not. So we have this. I can't read the sign. Is sat. I don't know if that's helpful. Even post round, I can't really tell you. I don't think any of those have any info. I honestly gave up because, like, in Greenland, you either know the city by the tracker coverage or you're not gonna find anything. Nalerak restaurant bar. I was considering, I was like, maybe, like, what if they named a restaurant after a city? But, that is hopium. I also don't really remember which cities are the ones with coverage. So that is tough. What does it say? I think I was maybe hoping this. Oh, it actually says a place name. No, I think that's a place name. I thought that would be the place name, but no, I think the second one was the place name. Damn it. Yeah. So I looked at for like the tour that was just on the shop. On the map, obviously, I don't find it. I kept moving. I think this. Also, wait, does it say? Yeah, it says a city there. Yeah, I moved into the snow coverage, the snowmobile coverage with the guy with the hair. Yeah, don't know where it is. So I am looking at the bay. I was like, maybe I can like figure out. It looks like a very big city. So like maybe, like this city shows up quite early. It does look like it has a bay that maybe somewhat lines up. So like I don't know if it has coverage or like what the coverage looks like, but it was this one. Ilulissat, or like whatever you pronounce it, but yeah. Greenland is still have not learned it. Which is, wait, why is it repeating? Stop it. Already watched that. I don't want to look at it again ever. But those do not get easier. I think this was the title to the previous Jake Lyons video that like just dropped. But yeah, he's right. Those don't get easier. That is quite hard locations. And the pinpoints, especially like even Slovakia round, when in theory it was quite easy because it gave us the road number and the place name. So like, basically I had all the info to 5k and I just, the pinpoint is the building in the turn. So the pinpoint takes like 2 minutes out of the 3 that you have. So that is not easy. But with that being said, I thank you for watching and I see you in the next video. Bye!